A good late morning on this Sunday morning. Roger Hill of Wuthering Heights, VELCO Weather Hazards Forecaster. This weather video is driven by 802cars.com, representing 802 Toyota, Twin Cities Subaru, and 802 Honda. They're all located off of Exit 7 on Interstate 89. Quick look at a little bit of dust coming in off the Sahara, as you can see. The other aspects to look at here is that, of course, we have clear skies across the northeast United States. A little bit of cloud cover is going to be starting to creep in. We have an upper-level trough that will be forming and kicking into the region. On a broader scale here at large, what we can see here, I'm going to take out the mesofill here, but currently we do have some showers and thunderstorms. This is along a bit of a boundary here. We're still seeing a considerable amount of cloud cover coming in from Canada with a northwesterly flow into the northeast United States. Still lots to the south of us, we have that boundary layer, and there is some thunderstorm activity. What's going to end up happening with the trough that's going to be starting to pick this up and then push this bodily, and it will arrive, it looks like, across New York late today. We'll be watching any kind of development of thunderstorm activity, which I'm expecting to start to see that later on, pretty much late in the day. And then this is going to make a run into Vermont, but it doesn't arrive until basically once we get into the overnight period. And that'll linger, it looks like, for the next couple of days with some great opportunities to receive some much needed rainfall. Looking at the heat indices, the way things are shaping up right now, you can see that a lot of that warmer air is off to the south of our region. And I'm going to show CAPE here. This is convective available potential energy. Strong CAPE, you can kind of see where that warm and humid air mass is. As I look at the dew point temperatures, you can see that that kind of moves up into some parts of the Ohio Valley, the east of sort of lower Great Lakes, I guess. And then that's going to make a run at us tonight, and that's that moisture that's going to be giving us some much needed opportunities for showers and thunderstorms. Thunderstorms this afternoon in New York could pop a little bit more seriously, but they should be benign as they work into the region. Mostly after our midnight hour into the morning hours on Monday, we could see some showers and embedded thunderstorms that flare up certainly during the afternoon. On Monday, we'll have to watch for any kind of strong development, but it looks like Tuesday, in my opinion, with a little bit of forcing and kind of a trough of lower pressure or a frontal system that'll be working on through. That will pop potentially some stronger thunderstorm activity on Tuesday afternoon. Once that moves on by, we're looking at basically an area of higher pressure to start to build in. And conditions are such, we'll start to see some cooler air up here in the northern portions of Canada. You can see just how chilly it is. These are current temperatures, as a matter of fact. And temperatures basically up in the 30s. A little bit of that is going to be swung into the northeast United States, once again on a northwesterly flow, but an area of higher pressure will build in for what looks like really better conditions on Wednesday and into Thursday of next week. Beyond that point, we'll see another influx with some potential for showers and thunderstorms over Father's Day weekend next weekend. Also did want to show you there is a depression, a tropical depression that is getting ready to form right here in the Bay of Campeche, and this could work its way up the Mexican coast. Right now it's being sheared considerably by a lot of strong winds aloft, so not expecting anything to really get going or develop for some time to come, but it could be a little bit of a problematical situation for maybe southern Texas, eastern parts of Mexico. We'll have to wait and see. It looks like it'll be late in the week if it does even happen. So looking at the latest European model incrementals here, what we can see is a little bit of this moisture where these showers and thunderstorms are located. And they're going to be taking a track and gradually creep toward Vermont. This is valid about 2 o'clock in the morning on Monday morning. So this arrives basically late overnight and pre-dawn hours, starts to work in parts of western Vermont, overspreads all of the region by tomorrow morning. It'll be probably producing some water on area roads, so some of that could be falling moderate at times with some of the rain shower activity and a few thunderstorms in the mix as well. And all of that activity is going to be with us on Monday. And this is valid up to about 8 o'clock Monday morning. So the morning commute tomorrow morning could be affected with some wet roadways, something we haven't seen very much of with this sort of ongoing moderate drought in some parts of the state. Now, that increases, it looks like, through the day as a couple different rounds of showers and thunderstorms push on through. Then very late in the day, eventually these things do wind on down. Once we get into tomorrow evening, that would be Monday evening, and we're talking into the day on on Tuesday, I think probably has the best flare up here. As you can see, that's valid at about 11 o'clock in the morning on Tuesday. That's between 11 and 2 o'clock in the afternoon. And this could be potentially some strong to locally severe thunderstorm activity. We'll have to wait to see it, but it looks like that works in during the afternoon and then begins to fall apart in the by mid to late evening, and then pretty much is out of the region. This is valid Tuesday night, actually early Wednesday morning, about 2 o'clock in the morning on Wednesday. And then you can see maybe a couple sprinkles or leftover showers in parts of to start Wednesday in the very far eastern parts of Vermont. I'm going to discount that. I think it's going to be a pretty nice day for most of the state, and then that's going to work on that area of higher pressure is going to be with us. Let's push this back. So that area of higher pressure is going to be with us, building out of the lower Great Lakes and coming out of James Bay, Canada. It's a chilly area of higher pressure, so it'll cool down for midweek, and we could see some chilly nights ahead. But overall, temperatures a notch or two just a little bit below seasonal norms. That's going to continue, but we do see a little bit of an uptick once we get into basically Friday, and then beyond that point, some moisture again establishing itself ahead of another shortwave trough and some influx of potential, what could be some shower and thunderstorm activity. This is valid about 2 o'clock in the afternoon beyond the period on Saturday. This is Saturday evening, and another system coming through on Sunday. So, unfortunately, Father's Day weekend right now looks like it's going to be hampered with a little bit of shower and thunderstorm activity as it looks this far out. Looking at the GFS ensemble, this is our precipitation coming in Sunday night and into the day on Monday. There's Tuesday's flare-up, a little bit of a drying out. Very good agreement with the European model. And then as we get into next weekend, late next week and into the weekend, we're seeing more precipitation. You put it all together for the total amount of QPF, and it is not bad. It's looking healthy, actually. Now, the most latest model run here gives us a little bit more, it's dimmed down, just dampened down just a bit, about 6/7 of an inch. But overall, this is a nice influx of moisture. We're going to make good use of that. Total precipitation, wow. A very good agreement here, but even a little bit more when what the GFS ensemble is showing, and more like what the European showing here. Latest thinking is about 1.5 inches of total rainfall coming in over the next 7 days. Total accumulated precipitation from the Weather Prediction Center. And checking temperature, what we can see is the 2-meter temperature anomalies are a little bit above normal for this time of year. We've had some leftovers of the colder air mass of trough of lower pressure in the Canadian Maritimes. And things are warming up a little bit more, even broadly across the region. Looking at 2-meter temperatures here, here's the dew point plot. You can see that we start to moisten things up just a little bit above 60 to about 65 degrees. The secondary thing on Tuesday, and then we drop down with drier conditions, lower dew point temperatures, and then a slight creep up, not even as strong, basically in the 55 to 60 degree range once we get into Saturday and Sunday of next week. Now, looking at the 850 temperatures here, we're all above the 0 degree isotherm, about the top of Mount Mansfield, that slice of the atmosphere. And so no worries there. And then a quick look at some capes. These are the 2 big days for basically Monday as well as Tuesday. And then once we get into next weekend. Quick look at Moss temperatures here. We're running below normal for this time of year. And of course, big heat out west, and that's kind of the name of the game. 3 days later, a little bit closer to neutral, if not even a little bit above normal to our south and east. That western heat wave is going to try to expand toward us. We're getting into the tropical season, so we do have about a 10% chance in the next 48 hours to see a chance of a tropical cyclone form. Again, this is the depression and the Bay of Campeche. Now, looking at a better chance later in the week, about a 50% chance over the formation potential there for the next 5 days. Roger Hill, Wuthering Heights, thanks for watching.